Hey guys, okay, day 9 of modeling gratitude. I can't believe how fast this has went by. It's went by so fast. This has been so fun. So, if you haven't already, make sure you print out the worksheet that's pinned to the top of the Facebook group. If you're not in the student union, if you're watching this on YouTube, jump over to Facebook and get into the student union. It's my free private Facebook group where I do coaching on a really regular basis. But pinned at the top, there is a model worksheet. So it looks similar to the architecture that you're seeing behind me. All of my clients have little tablets that they can use to model out their thoughts. But if you are not a client yet, go ahead and jump in there and grab one of those worksheets and print it off for yourself. So today, what we're going to model, the circumstance that we're going to model is tomorrow, Thanksgiving. And I know that there are a lot of thoughts and feelings going on surrounding Thanksgiving, surrounding tomorrow. And I know that there are some emotions that are not serving us. And I want to just point those out. So, because when you know better, you're going to do better. And typically a negative emotion is not going to serve you. So I'm not saying that you have to change it just because it's a negative emotion, but if it's not serving you, you might want to consider changing it. So the circumstance is tomorrow. You might be having thoughts like, I am going to miss family, or I'm going to miss the tradition of having family over. It's not worth cooking or celebrating without family. Or maybe, just chalk this one up to 2020 and let's just call it a big fat fail. All of those kind of thoughts probably make you pretty sad, right? And when you're feeling sad, here's how you're going to show up. You're probably not going to have a plan for the day. You're probably not going to anticipate. You're not going to anticipate any joy for the day. You're probably not going to be present in anything that you're really doing. And you're probably talking to yourself with a lot of judgment. And what does that create for you? You not only chalk 2020 up to a big fail, you really fail yourself in the day. That day, tomorrow, becomes a fail. And so the unintentional model is really a great way to forecast what you're going to get if you choose to think those thoughts. Now, those might be very unintentional, but I'm teaching you this method so that you can intentionally choose believable thoughts so that you feel different. So what would that look like? So if we keep the circumstance the exact same, it's still tomorrow, but what about choosing a thought like, I have so much to be thankful for? Like, obviously, thinking and believing that thought, the key is you have to believe it. So if it's not believable, practicing it may or may not help you believe it. But the whole point is you have to find a believable thought about that circumstance. So if that's not it, if it's not, I have a lot to be thankful for, maybe it's possible that you could come up with 1 or 2 things to be thankful for. Even that thought is going to move the needle. Really think about that. Think that thought and see what kind of feeling that generates for you. I bet you it's different than this. Okay? So I have a lot to be thankful for. Probably makes you feel grateful. When you're feeling grateful, then how do you show up? You might make a list of the things that you are grateful for. Like, carve out the time, make a list. Give yourself that gift. Practice this thought like it's your job. I'm not kidding. Like, these thoughts are so easily, they're like right front and center. They're so easily, and they're well-driven neural pathways. It's easy for us to come up with those kind of thoughts that to be able to replace it, you have to practice this thought. Be present. Be willing to feel it all. Be present in the day. Talk to yourself with love. Connect with family and friends. Today, I just got off of a phone call with one of my dearest, oldest friends, and it was such a cool moment where I got to just spend an hour plus on the phone with with her primarily, but her family came into the Zoom. And it was like one of the best gifts for Thanksgiving. Like, I'm so thankful for that connection. Do things like that. Give yourself the gift of connecting with family and friends. It might be in a untraditional, unconventional way, but that's okay. Give yourself that gift. And then what do you create for yourself? You celebrate everything that you do have. You guys, the difference between these two models is huge. It can be the difference between enjoying each and every day and loathing each and every day. It's the difference between learning how to love yourself and learning how to talk to yourself, or learning how to not talk to yourself in such a disparaging way. It's huge. It's everything. So the unintentional model, these are thoughts that are unintentionally being thought, and you're getting an unintentional result that you probably don't like. When you are intentional about your thinking, you can come up with an entirely different result for yourself. The choice is yours. You are in control. That is my message to you. It's such a gift to know that you are in control. You get to choose your thoughts. You get to choose how you want to feel. That creates an environment and a place of action that generates results. That's what gives you every experience that you have. You are absolutely 100% in control of that. So if you have any questions, if you want to take a deeper dive into any of these, please comment below. I'll be back in here tomorrow with a Thanksgiving message. And I so hope that you take the time to connect with family and friends, to make a list of the things that you are grateful for. I promise you it will change your results. See you soon.